cafe by the square was closing for the night. Coffee cups and quiet laughter faded with the light. The evening air was cool and sweet. The boulevard was blue. I thought I knew what loneliness was before I ran into you. The barista flipped the open sign. The last guest drifted home. But somehow in that fading hour, I didn't feel alone. A gentle breeze through maple trees moved softly through the town, and every worry on my mind was slowly settling down. The moon was rising higher above the rooftops old, turning every window pane into silver and gold. Coffee, moonlight, and you, that's all the night required. Three simple things together that set my heart on fire. Coffee, moonlight, and you, like a perfect jazz tune. Everything felt beautiful beneath the lazy moon. We wandered down the riverside without a destination, talking about forgotten dreams and future celebrations. The water held the city lights like diamonds drifting free, and every story that you shared painted new colors in me. A distant boat moved quietly across the midnight tide, while the stars above seemed closer with you by my side. The world beyond kept moving, cars and people passing through, but all I really noticed was the sound of me and you. The hours felt like minutes, the minutes felt too few. Every second seemed determined to bring me close to you. Coffee, moonlight, and you, that's all the night required. Three simple things together that set my heart on fire. Coffee, moonlight, and you, like a perfect jazz tune. Everything felt beautiful happened on that quiet avenue when the moonlight met the coffee and my heart discovered you. Coffee, moonlight, and you. Still dancing in my soul, like the final note of a love song, making broken pieces whole. Coffee, moonlight, and you. A memory shining through. And if I had one wish tonight, I'd spend forever here with you. Coffee, moonlight, and you. Coffee, moonlight, and you. The coffee has grown cold. The moon is still. The river carried silver light beneath the moonlit sky. The city glowed beyond the trees as evening wandered by. I heard the water softly move along the quiet shore, like it was telling stories no one had heard before. I came without a destination, just following the breeze. Then I saw you standing there among the willow trees. The night seemed to hold its breath the moment our eyes met, like a page waiting patiently for words not written yet. The stars above were shining like lanterns in the blue, and every road I'd ever taken somehow led to you. Whispers by the riverside, floating through the air, whispers by the riverside, floating through the air, turning simple moments into memories we share. Whispers by the riverside, soft as summer rain. Every word you gave to me still echoes once again. Maybe love arrives so gently we hardly notice when, like moonlight crossing water or a breeze among the stems. Maybe every lonely evening, every wish upon a star was guiding us together from wherever we were. Whispers by the riverside, still dancing in my heart, like a song that keeps on playing even when we're far apart. Whispers by the riverside, brighter than the stars above. Every ripple on the water carries echoes of our love. Whispers by the riverside, whispers by the riverside. The river keeps on flowing, but the memory remains. Champagne skies above the town glow softly after dark. Golden colors fade to blue as evening leaves its mark. The rooftop lights are twinkling like stars that lost their way, floating through the summer air at the end of day. I came here for the quiet, for a little time alone. Then your smile found me somehow, and suddenly I was home. The breeze carried distant laughter from somewhere down below, and every little light around us seemed warmer in its glow. The moon was rising slowly above the city view, saxophone below played a tender tune. We talked about the places we hoped one day to see, and all the hidden corners where our hearts could wander free. The stars appear between the clouds like diamonds in the blue, and every wish I made that night somehow led to you. Time moved like a slow dance, graceful, warm and true, the kind of night that leaves a trace in everything you do. The city kept on breathing far beyond our sight, but all that really mattered was this beautiful night. Champagne skies and moonlit eyes shining through the night, turning little sparks of hope into rivers made of light. Champagne skies and moonlit eyes, like a sweet refrain, a melody I'll carry with me again and again. Maybe some hearts meet by chance, or maybe by design, like constellations finding shapes across the endless sky. Whatever brought us here tonight, one thing I know is true: this rooftop full of moonlight feels brighter because of you. Champagne skies and moonlit eyes, still dancing in my soul, like the final chord of a love song, making broken pieces whole. Champagne skies and moonlit eyes under stars above. Every golden light reminds me of the night we fell in love. Champagne skies and moonlit eyes, champagne skies and moonlit eyes. Under champagne skies, I'm still dreaming of you tonight. The evening poured its amber glow across the cafe floor. A familiar jazz tune lingered by the half-closed wooden door. Outside, the city drifted by in rivers made of light, while I sat with a cup of coffee and watched the falling night. The air was warm with cinnamon and echoes of old songs. Then you walked in smiling softly, like you'd been there all along. A quiet kind of magic settled gently in the room, like the first star of the evening appearing through the blue. into something that would stay. At the Velvet Sky Cafe, beneath the moon's soft ray, I found a little piece of love that carried my heart away. We talked about forgotten books and places near the sea, about little dreams we carried and who we hoped to be. The waiter stacked the empty chairs, the lights were growing low, but neither one of us was ready to stand up and go. Outside, the rain began to fall in gentle silver lines, and every drop upon the glass seemed perfectly in time. The saxophone kept singing from somewhere in the room, wrapping every word we shared in a velvet kind of blue. The stars beyond the clouds were hidden out of sight, yet somehow all the heavens felt closer that night. At the Velvet Sky Cafe, where the midnight colors sway, you turned an ordinary evening into something that would stay. At the Velvet Sky Cafe, beneath the moon's soft ray, I found a little piece of love that carried my heart away. Some moments don't arrive with thunder or fireworks above. Sometimes they come with coffee cups and the quiet start of love. A glance across a tiny table, a smile that feels like home, a simple night that somehow says you'll never walk alone. At the Velvet Sky Cafe, the memory remains like moonlight dancing on the river after summer rain. At the Velvet Sky Cafe, I still hear the music play, and if I close my eyes tonight, I'm right back there again. At the Velvet Sky Cafe, at the Velvet Sky Cafe. Under the velvet Midnight settled on the avenue like velvet on the air. Streetlights drew their golden lines while shadows wandered there. The coffee shop was almost closed. A few lights still remained. The scent of roasted memories hung softly in the rain. I sat beside the window pane, watching headlights drift away. Then you stepped through the doorway and changed the shape of my day. A quiet smile, a gentle wave, nothing grand or new. Yet somehow all the music in the room leaned into you. The city kept on dreaming beyond the foggy glass, while something beautiful between us was beginning to surpass. Midnight coffee serenade, playing low and sweet, like a melody that found its way to every heartbeat. Midnight coffee serenade, floating through the blue. Every note the evening played seemed to lead me back to you. The barista stacked the empty cups and dimmed the corner light, but neither one of us was ready to say goodbye tonight. You told me of the ocean and the towns you've never seen, of sunsets over distant hills and places in between. Outside the rain kept falling, and rhythm soft and slow, like brushes dancing on a snare in a late-night jazz tableau. The moon appeared between the clouds above the sleeping town, and silver painted every rooftop some become forever with the touch of someone's hand. Maybe that's the reason this memory feels so true. A simple cup of coffee and a quiet night with you. Midnight coffee serenade still echoes in my soul, like the final note of a love song, making scattered pieces whole. Midnight coffee serenade underneath the moonlit hue. And every time I hear that tune, it brings me back to you. Midnight coffee serenade. Midnight coffee serenade. The coffee's gone, the song remains, and so do you. I found an old cafe tonight beneath a silver sky, the kind of place where memories and midnight dreams pass by. The window held reflections of streetlights dressed in gold, and every little corner seemed to have a story told. I sat beside the rainy glass with nowhere else to be. Then your smile arrived like music and settled next to me. The city kept on moving, but somehow time stood still, like the night it made a promise only our hearts could feel. The moon was drawing pictures across the avenue, and every line it painted was leading me to you. Moonlit letters in my heart, written softly in the dark. Every word you gave to me left a gentle little spark. Moonlit letters in my heart, floating like a melody, turning lonely evenings into beautiful memories. The coffee cups grew colder as the hours drifted by. We traded little secrets underneath the sleepy sky. You told me about places you'd always hoped to see, and every dream you carried felt a little close to me. Outside, the river shimmered with silver waves of light, while distant laughter echoed through the quiet night. I wish the hands of every clock would simply stay in place, so This moment and your face, the stars above were listening, like an audience so true. And every note the evening played sounded a little like you. Moonlit letters in my heart, written softly in the dark. Every word you gave to me left a gentle little spark. Moonlit letters in my heart, floating like a melody, turning lonely evenings into beautiful memories. Maybe love is not a thunderstorm or fireworks in the sky. Maybe it's a quiet feeling that arrives without asking why. A smile across a small cafe, a hand reaching for mine, a simple night becoming a memory frozen in time. Moonlit letters in my heart, still shining through the years, like a song that keeps on playing long after it disappears. Moonlit letters in my heart, brighter than the stars above. Every page the moonlight writes tells the story of our love. Moonlit letters in my heart, moonlit letters in my heart. The moon still writes your name across my heart tonight. Summer rain upon the glass, drawing rivers in the light. The city wears a silver glow on this sleepy midnight. A little cafe down the street still hums a quiet tune. Coffee cups and candle flames beneath the lazy moon. I came here with a book in hand and nowhere else to be. Then you walk through the doorway like a scene from a memory. The room grew warmer somehow, though the rain like boats upon the sea. Every story that you shared painted colors over me. The jukebox played an old love song from somewhere near the bar, while moonlight slipped through raindrops like reflections from a star. Outside, the world kept moving, cars and people passing through, but every little thing around me seemed connected back to you. 1,000 tiny moments gathered in the air, and everyone became a treasure simply because you were there. Time moved like a jazz record, spinning smooth and low, the kind of night you wish forever would never have to go. Summer rain and satin dreams dancing through my mind, like a melody so beautiful I never wanna leave behind. Summer rain and satin dreams under skies of blue and gray. You turned an ordinary evening into something that would stay. Maybe love arrives quietly, without a grand design, a smile across a crowded room, a hand reaching for mine. Maybe that's what happened on this rainy avenue, when satin dreams met summer rain, and my heart discovered you. Summer rain and satin dreams still shimmer in my soul, like the final note of a slow jazz song, making broken pieces whole. Summer rain and satin dreams, brighter than the moon above. Every drop of rain remembers the night we fell in love. Summer rain and satin dreams, summer rain and satin dreams. The rain keeps falling, the dream goes on, and so does love. Summer rain upon the glass, drawing rivers in the light. The city wears a silver glow on this sleepy midnight. A little cafe down the street still hums a quiet tune. Coffee cups and candle flames beneath a lazy moon. I came here with a book in hand and nowhere else to be. Then you walked through the doorway like a scene from a memory. The room grew warmer somehow, though the rain was falling through. And maybe it was just the way the evening smiled at you. The stars hid behind the clouds at the night's windowsill. Moonlight spills across the room, and everything is still. The city hums beyond the glass in shades of gold and gray, while distant headlights paint the dark before they fade away. I wrap my hands around a cup of coffee gone lukewarm, listening to the quiet rain outside the storm. Then your message lights my phone like a star across the sea. A simple "How are you tonight?" means more than it should to me. The clock keeps moving slowly, but my heart is taking flight, following every little word you send into the night. Blue roses at midnight, blooming in the dark. Every thought of you becomes a tiny, shining spark. Blue roses at midnight, soft as velvet skies, growing in the secret garden hidden behind my eyes. The rain keeps tapping rhythms against the window pane like brushes on a snare drum, repeating your name again. The moon peeks through the clouds, then disappears from sight like a shy and silver dancer moving through the night. I imagine distant places where we could walk someday, beside rivers full of moonlight at the close of day. Until then, I'll keep these moments safe inside my heart, like pressed flowers in a journal, never falling apart. Some dreams arrive so gently, you barely know they're there, until they fill the empty spaces with something rare. Blue roses at midnight, blooming in the dark. Every made of gold, shining through the summer leaves, and stories left untold. The cafes were closing one by one, their windows glowing warm, while a distant train beyond the hills sang its midnight song. I wandered through the quiet air without a plan in mind. Then I saw you by the corner light and left the world behind. You smiled and all the city noise seemed farther than before, like every crowded avenue had opened up a door. remain, like melodies return.